Hello guys and welcome back to another yoga flow tutorial. So today we are all about Kali Mudra and empowering ourselves, getting rid of any negative energies. So I'm showing you right now the mudra. We put the two index fingers together, interlace the other fingers and cross over the thumbs. So pause now and just get used to that mudra and then we'll get started. So to begin with, let's come down to a wide legs child's pose. If wide leg is tough for you or feels uncomfortable, then do by all means go into a narrow leg child's pose and take the arms down the side of the body. Right now we are relaxing and feeling a slight melting sensation into the mat, just using the breath, inhaling and exhaling. So I want you to be super comfortable here. Feeling the back and the belly rise and then fall with each inhalation and each exhalation. Just resting here for a moment longer. And then when you're ready, slowly peel the body all the way up to kneeling. And if the legs were wide, bring the knees together in our kneeling position. And then we're going to work through from here to an upward facing dog, but keep it lifted, keep it light, keep the legs off the mat. And then as we exhale, we'll come back to a child's pose. And then inhaling forwards to an upward facing dog. And then when you're ready, exhaling it all the way back, child's pose. And just work through this one more time. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the chest. And exhale, take the bottom back to the heels, child's pose. And then peel the body again up to kneeling, bring the knees together. And then let's take a side stretch over to the left. So lift that right arm, look to the sky and breathe here. Place the right arm down now, lift the left. And again, take that side stretch, create space in the left side of the body. Look to the sky and then release. And then take those arms forward, really round the spine. Breathe here. Inhale fully and exhale. And then start to lift the arms up and over the head, lifting. As we lift the chest and just place the fingertips behind the bottom, start to lift up a little bit through the heart. And then release. Okay, so place the hands down by the front of the mat, tuck under the toes and fly that bottom up for our first downward facing dog of the session, pedaling out through the feet, taking any movements here that feel right for the body, slowly and softly moving, just getting a feel for the body, maybe shaking and nodding the head, doing what feels good for you. And though we talk about staying soft, it's important to stay strong at the same time. I know, crazy and conflicting, but that is yoga. Okay, so let's inhale and roll forward to a high plank. And then when you're ready, exhale and take it all the way back, downward facing dog, and settle into the pose. Inhale and exhale. And then on an inhale, when you're ready, take a hop forwards to the hands. Just lift the chest to prepare. Take the feet hip width apart and then place the left hand down and reach the right arm high. Again, working into a twist here, opening through the chest. Right arm comes down, left arm lifts high this time. Again, opening out to the chest. Breathing here. And release. Forward folding over both legs and then slowly peeling the body up bone by bone, and the head comes last. So at times my Kali Mudra might be out of the screen, but I will try my best to show you. But when I obviously tell you, that's when we need to go into it. So set your Kali Mudra like I showed you at the beginning of the video. And from here, standing with the feet together, reach it high. Trying to, if you can, to take the arms just slightly behind the ears, reach tall in the body. Kali Mudra empowering us, sending our intention upwards. And then maybe taking a little baby back bend here, staying strong in the lower belly. And then exhale and come to a halfway forward fold. So staying really long in the spine to that horizontal position, and breathe. Try and stay soft in the ribs. Still with our Kali Mudra, and then inhale, reach it all the way back up high again. Same again, so lifting tall, and then maybe taking a little baby back bend again, whatever feels good for the body. Sometimes these back bends aren't for us, so just do what feels good. And then come to that halfway point, the Kali Mudra and the arms really stretched out, trying to stay long and horizontal in the spine. Soft in the ribs, strong in the legs. I know, so much to think about. Okay, one more breath and then release the hands all the way down. Let the head lower and then come up to the fingertips and slightly soften again into the forward fold. From here, place the hands down, jump it back to a plank. So high plank, staying strong. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. So from our downward facing dog, let's lift the right leg high, opening out through the hips. Pointing those toes as well. And then the option of bending that top leg, finding an even bigger opening. Breathe here, and then coming forward, bring the shoulder over the top of the wrist and open out into a Vashisthasana. Option of having a tree leg, or you can keep both feet planted down. Option of gazing to the ceiling. And then let's windmill that arm all the way over the top and come into a high lunge. Again, Kali Mudra, set the intention, send the arms high, reach those arms back. Stay lifted in Mula and Uddiyana Bandha here, lifted in the lower tummy. And again, the option of taking a little baby back bend here, but just making sure we don't collapse into the lower back. So being strong and lifted, feeling empowered, because that's what we're all about today. Okay, placing the left hand on the inside of the leg and then the right arm stretches high. So we come into this twist here, gazing to the ceiling again. Find that space and that opening. And then stepping it back to Vashisthasana. So exactly the same leg. You haven't switched sides. You've just placed that right leg on top and then back to downward facing dog. With the right leg high, release it down. And breathe. So just find a little bit of stillness in the downward facing dog before we go to the next side. Remember, child's pose is always an option if it gets tough. So when you're ready, sweep the left leg high, opening out through the hip. Breathing. And then when you're ready, bending that top knee, opening that little bit more, and then drawing the shoulders forward over the top of the wrist and open out to Vashisthasana. But now we've got the left knee up in our tree pose and our left arm high. Keep it strong, keep it lifted, and then take that arm when you're ready all the way over down to the mat. And step the left foot through. So this time we're coming into that high lunge, but with the left leg in front, Bring your hands to Kali Mudra and then set the arms high up in the sky. So really draw the fingers, the mudra up to the ceiling. And even though we're drawing everything strong, we don't want to tense the shoulders too much. Option of taking the little back bend here, just like we did on the right side. Again, lifting through Mula and Uddiyana. And then when you're ready, coming back to neutral spine, place that right hand down on the mat and then draw the left arm long all the way up to the ceiling, creating space in the torso, finding that twist, gazing up. Breathing. And then exhale, find Vashisthasana again. So that left knee comes back, we draw it on top, finding that tree variation. Keeping the arm high, keeping the hips lifted. And then take both hands down, come back to the three-leg dog, and then back to downward facing dog. Stepping down softly. Breathing here. I know it can be a little bit tough, this flow. Inhaling and exhaling. Come up to the toes now and take a really deep bend and then hop the feet towards the hands. Lift the chest halfway. Exhale, hands to hips, and then inhale, draw the body high. Kali Mudra again, send it tall, standing long, reaching upwards. Breathing here. And then forward fold. Hold it one extra breath in that horizontal position again. And then this time, lower the hands and wrap the hands around the backs of the thighs, the backs of the knees. Take a really, really deep bend in the knees. You'll need this bend in the knees in order to get the torso, to get the chest and the tummy onto the thighs. And then if you want to, start to straighten the legs. Breathing here, inhale and exhale. And now release those hands. Place fingertips down and come up onto the balls of the feet. So up onto the tiptoes, but you can keep the legs bent by all means. And then round off that spine and breathe here. So enjoy the feel of that really nicely curved spine. And then when you're ready, start to drop the bottom down, stay up on the toes. Try to find the balance. And then again, Kali Mudra reaches really high, reaches tall, stay up on the toes. Try and draw into the lower belly, keep the stability. Amazing. And release hands to hips. And then when you're ready, take the arms out in front of you. And as you sit back, take the bottom down and the arms out in front. And then let's slowly lower the bottom, the body all the way down to the mat. So our legs are bent in and we're using again the core muscles to lower us gently down. Slowly and nearly time to come into a bit of a relaxation. Let's draw the knees into the chest as we lay here. Take the arms out into a T shape or cactus if you haven't got enough room. Exhale the knees over to the left for a spinal twist. Inhale them up to center and then exhale them over to the right. And we're going to do this again. Inhale center. Exhale left for the spinal twist. Inhale center. Exhale to the right. So you're having again to use the core muscles. Inhale center now. And then hug the knees into the chest. Give them a really, really big hug. And then release. Release that head down. Start to rock backwards and forwards, just massaging out the spine gently. And then after a few rocks, coming to a seated position, and then swing the legs around. We're going to finish in the same way that we started. So again, you've got the option of either wide legs child's pose or narrow leg. Again, whichever variation feels right for your body, which one is the most comfortable, which one can you melt into and feel totally relaxed. Breathe here, nearly at the end. Take a little scan of the body and a scan of the mind, and just ask yourself, how do I feel? Hopefully this little flow got you feeling nice and energized and empowered. Breathe. Let go. Let go of any stressful thoughts. Let go of the aches of the body. Just be in the here and the now. Coming up to a kneeling position. Bow the head. Namaste. Or stay where you are and relax for a little bit longer. Thank you so much for flowing with me. I will see you again soon.